Welcome to ACN, the Liberation TV of Ambazonia. This is a breaking news of the Ambazonia War of Independence. This is an ACN breaking news.
My fellow Ambazonians, good morning for all una. Na 2:20 for morning time for this side for Toronto. We know say na 8:20 for Ambazonia time right now. Na 8:20 for Labukam. Na 8:20 for Batibo. Na 8:20 for Dadi right now. Na 8:20 for Gajifu. Na 8:20 for Boya. Na 8:20 for that side for Kumbo. Na 8:20 for Lebialem. My fellow Ambazonians, we don't woke up. They don't woke up me so for sleep with a lot of phone calls directly from the big city of Bamenda for this sharp morning. For night, the Ambazonia Defense Forces, the way they set trap, where they call them the intelligence unit for the Bamenda Brigade. They don't go set trap, fine trap. We don't know that kind of trap now. They go set fine trap. They go set the trap very fine. As they set this trap, they watch for different places. So that when the terrorist forces, they know the place where they will come there, the trap, it go, bang. Then something will happen. Now, this early morning, as when you put how do they call them? When you put small meat, you throw away small meat. You know, say rat must come for smell them. Now, the La République du Cameroon colonial terrorist rats, the occupational forces, the Cameroon military. Now then that, they don't go gather themselves for the place where they be set them the trap. Now where the person where they control the trap, it just press button. Now where the team make boom. This morning, early morning, for inside the big city of Bamenda, the Ambazonia Defense Forces, it don't carry out 2 bomb explosions. This sharp morning, for inside the big city of Bamenda, the ADF Bamenda Brigade, it don't knock La République with 2 explosion them for 2 places one time. The first one, it happened behind Travelers. That one, as they knock and pain, 4, they die. One of their armor, motor them, is scatter. Now so they run. Their terrorist forces, they run from all sides. So as they run from all sides, they run from all sides. Now where the people, they scatter the next one. Behind for hospital roundabout. They scatter the second explosion. Boom! From according to the report, for the second explosion, the terrorists them, the La République army them, they only get a plenty caught. 2 actions just within the space of 10 minutes for one time. For big explosive trap where they send them for La République. Just within 10 minutes apart. ADF. What you tell Pobia? What you tell Atanganji? Now what you Benedict Kwa? The big man for ADF. What you be tell La République? Now wetin be the leader of our war of independence? Dr. Ayaba. Now wetin be tell La République? No be tell La République say we dey just the start. Now 2 days ago, the leader go write am for a Facebook message. He say the strategy wey be designer, wey the governing council of Ambazonia be designer for the Ambazonian people them for 2017. He said that strategy don't die. The war don't change. The game don't change. How we fight the war and the kind technology for use and for fight the war, the game don't change. How for beat La République, the game don't change. Today, the Ambazonian Defense Forces, it don't come again once more. For tell La République du Cameroon, for tell Pobia, say when the Ambazonian people promise, say this generation go end Cameroon occupation of Ambazonia by any means necessary. We go end the evil of occupation and tyranny for our land by any means necessary under the sun, under international law. Not just the start this. Not just the beginning this of what the leader promised Cameroon. Not just the start this. With just the warm up. The game never even start. When I go here, when I go see him, the ground go shake. Now a new game. They say now they feel work of Amokano. ADF don't develop a technology for solve the problem of Amoka. All the money we probably borrow them for buy the Amoka, they go spend the next 100 years for pay them, because all those Amoka, one after the other, we go get them off the road. Money they know if you borrow them again. Every time we hit them, one Amoka come off the road. La République, all the millions and millions and millions where they borrow for buy that Amoka, it good. All the money we probably don't invest them for the war. Cameroon go spend the next 100 years, you know, if you pay them. They go lost Ambazonia. The game don't be over. All their forces, their soldiers, they go start for run Ambazonia. Their police, their gendarme, their army, they go start for run Ambazonia. There is nowhere for hide. No place, no day where the Cameroon terrorists, police, gendarme, and army, they go hide inside Ambazonia. General Efang promised Cameroon, say this generation, it go take any action, whatever, for free the land and liberate the people. And this morning, not just the start. To Chris Anu, welcome to Bamenda, the land of the brave. To the infiltrators, we go defeat Una through our strategies. We defeat Pobia, we defeat the infiltrators, and Ambazonia go get a clean, a liberation. They go get a true independence. Not be independence with some mango seller. The land will be liberated. The plan of the infiltrators, they don't fail woefully. They go live in shame and in disgrace. And the cheese we don't melt for their hand, it go start for drip for their clothes. Now a different generation this. General Ive will be prophesy. See, the Ambazonia Defense Forces go liberate Ambazonia. They go lead the charge for liberating Ambazonia. They're a different game. The forces, the leadership, now a smart leadership, intelligent leadership, is the only work that based on plan and strategy. Not been a noise, not been a be. Now hard work. Hard work. It take hard work. It take conviction. It take backbone for do the work on behalf of the people then. For make sure say all our people, their pain, their suffering, the people they go inherit the freedom. Their sacrifices, it go be worth it. It go be honored. Not just the start. This one not just warm up. The coming days, Pobia go here. The coming days, Atanganji go confirm code. Una tell you, it go confirm code. Not just the beginning of this. 2 attacks for one early morning. It don't show them something. May God bless the Ambazonia Defense Forces. May God bless all our commanders them, all our generals them. May God bless all the forces, the heroes, where they don't rise up for defend the Ambazonian people, their aspirations and their hope. We'll be very proud of them. We'll be very proud of our bravery, of our intelligence, of our heart, where we don't gear for a free Ambazonia. Today, this action we don't carry on for retaliate the massacre, where the massacre our people them from Mao 2. This action we don't carry on now a retaliation for the 4 young boys where they killed them for Metakwata. Now a retaliation. More the come. The game, the day on. When I get a beautiful morning, and for all the people that for North America, at 2:30 for morning time, so when I sleep fine, and we'll talk for a small time, we'll get more details. We'll sure say by the time we afternoon reach, all the photos will come out about what really happened for La Republique of Cameroon. The kumkumization, where ADF, it don't kumkumize them with 2 explosives. One behind travelers, second one for hospital runabout. All right? We love you now and we thank you now. But before I go, I want to send special greetings to the Supreme Commander of the Ambazonia Defense Forces, General Efam, for the kind work where they work for lead these forces under very tough circumstances, for the kind leadership and the kind forces and commanders where it don't develop and build them, for this institution and the organization, the leadership where they show them on the ground. We caught you, Cafe Don Man. Lieutenant General Popo, we salute you. Rambo, we caught you, Cafe. And for all our generals, we love you now. We thank you now. Salute. May God bless all our people them. When Mami they woke up for this morning time, they will be very proud of the great work where our forces they don't do. And the kind strategy where the leader they put on. And the war council. We thank you plenty. What a great morning for the Ambazonian people then. Our people they woke up with very big smiles. Smiles of victories. Wow, what a morning. What a morning, what a morning. May God bless our man. We'll talk on for afternoon when we can give an update.
Your freedom is in your hands. It is going to be fought inch by inch, block by block. Neighborhood by neighborhood, rooster by rooster.
At this juncture, I would love to make this announcement. Our nation, the Sultan Cameroons, has been officially invited by the Fourth Committee of the United Nations.
Lies! Lies!
Our nation, the Sultan Cameroons, has been officially invited by the Fourth Committee of the United Nations concerned with decolonization.
Now wait see. Where? Massa.
Our nation, the Sultan Cameroons, has been officially invited by the Fourth Committee of the United Nations concerned with decolonization.
Of Mr. Samuel Akom Sako, representing Africa Solidarity for Sahrawi, and Mr. Martin Ayem, representing Living Stories and Memories. These two requests will be taken up by the committee later this week, following informal consultation in this regard. I hear no objection. It is so decided.
My country people, them, I hate for do the one. Some people will call and say, spoil man, gari, trace and stand for my gari. Amazon no be gari for people who can't chop anyhow. I hate to do this, but I will do them. Una hear.
Produce all the lefances, all the fontem asumai.
Without wasting una time, all group for Ground Zero, where FEMA Sha, it don't supply them with this fake toy weapon the way they call it now, Amoka. They don't kill them all. They, as a matter of fact, La Republique don't can catch them on the spot. The one a good example for John Igyo and his own village for Ngi, where they supply this fake weapon them for boy them for Ngi. La Republique then come up from nowhere, pick that guy then up without giving them a chance to pull even one trigger. I leave and for a judgment how La Republique they track this weapon them and how they neutralize our Pekin for Ground Zero, where they don't go fall for this hoax, this rook implanted traitors them. Infiltrate the way they don't put them for our struggle. Now the people then this way they be send them, me they can't set up Seseko, me then catch them, go put them for Yaoundé. Now the same people the way they set up ADF fighter them for inside Calabar, me then carry them go for Yaoundé. I no go even waste time for giving evidence because Zanzam then go always be na Zanzam them. Mbut na mbut.
The last 3 weeks, every weekend, they have gone back into the bushes in Libya, hunting for the red dragons, hoping they catch them or kill them.
So, FEMA Sha way they wake up one day, key 500 beat them. It then somehow turn Nangorombip, where they define them for hunt them, for kill them, for inside bush for Lebialem. I beg, una leaf man. No be na the FEMA Sha number 2 day for TV for La Republique. It do propaganda video them with the DDR Center, the so-called La Republique DDR Center.
And also there is a story that Kemi Ashu also published to the effect that there was a meeting in Yaoundé.
For new people, the way they know join Ambazonia struggle, if you don't know who be Kemi Ashu, the person where they call and say Kemi Ashu, now the infiltrator where Yaoundé send them for inside Ambazonia struggle for diaspora, now one of those journalists the way they recruit them. He named Manka Edith Blanche. He used the fake name Kemi Ashu, Kemita Ashu, Rosalind Lem, Jennifer Dika. Now the propaganda is that way to work directly with La Republique, their intelligence service for making give fake news for Ambazonia.
Yaoundé has decided if they are able to capture FEMA Sha or kill him, they will declare the war is over.
Now the plan that way will be tell now, say then get them since for 2018. Say the one for make FEMA Sha me be prominent, me be saying I represent all the Ambazonian forces them, so that they could reach for this position where they could declare defeat over Ambazonia by the surrender of FEMA Sha, where they could do the handshake with Mr. Pobia for usher in a new era of peace. Without justice, for the injustice the way the Southern Cameroon sovereignty it and the suffer.
They will declare the war is over. They will say all the fighters, Ambazonian fighters still left are just a few pockets of resistance and they are insignificant.
I guess una fit join the connect the dot for know why they struggle for talk say ADF need exist, no other force need exist, now only them they exist. I think that one na a no-brainer for una for understand the drama where they go on.
This is the plan in the plan book of La République du Cameroun. However, if they are not able to capture Field Marshal between October and the end of January as the plan ensues, they will now begin to engage in the Swiss initiative, the Swiss talks.
Na Swiss talk is all about the Swiss talk. Na a surrender mechanism where La République da make for defeat Ambazonia for save face and pay some individual them where they don't go rook for go sell Ambazonia. They don't carry plenty general them. Una no know the scheme how deep it be, but nothing need hide under the sun. Eventually, God get away for vomit all these fake people the way they take advantage for Ambazonia, their struggle and their aspiration for make money for their personal benefit. When I listen for the interview where Belinga, where they try for bribe me, Iran reveal and for La République, they don't give these people up to January 2021 for destroy Ambazonia. Otherwise, they will go after their family member the way they don't give them their deposit for money for ground zero. And no need for begin explain or give una the evidence. Mbut, na mbut. Wise man, na wise man. People who then get eye, that already sabi which way it go on. God bless una.
This is a plan that they have in their book. Of Kemi Ashu, you will find that phone number. Some people have been calling to find out, is that phone number to support the Red Dragons legit? Yes.
Yes, confirm my brother. Mbudem, Zamzam, una go donate for after draft with tell una say they don't collect 2 million. I be tell una say that money in La République du Cameroun, they are expected money for Guiam for them. They never even give that money for them. Na way they see frustrate. Una go for una go donate for it the same una dominate for Kemi Ashu, a fake profile La République agent where they don't embed them for this struggle. For capture our people, their attention, put them for middle center, put we inside one pot, add the whole pot to me finish. But this na a divine and ordained struggle. The few righteous one, they go see the light and they go invest where result it go actually come out. Sorry for the Zamzam, the way they never ground zero, they call themselves restoration forces, the way they don't fall for the people that trap. Wanna follow the pro-independent nationalist movement them for Ambazonia victory.
Raise this initiative and actually tell us that if after putting this money down, if in 12 months after that he is not able to take us to a considerable distance or exactly to Buea, we should make our judgment and give him a vote of no confidence. Mr. President, is that still the case?
That's exactly the case. And I can tell you that is exactly the case. I'm only here if I have an agenda. I am only happy to be here if that agenda is successful. And that is why I'm here. I'm asking Ambazonians, can you give me what I'm asking for so that I can do what I think we have to do to get to where now. Matter of fact, I'm happy with the response because that response gives me a mandate. Because practically speaking, if I didn't see that response, I will even consider my resignation because I don't want to sit there and feel like I can do something and I don't have the ability to do it, and tomorrow they will be asking me, what have you done? Because I know what to do. This IG knows what to do. The strategies work. They will work. But how do we get the job done? So give me the tools so that you don't blame me
that what have you done? When we have to contain this mess forever and to get to a point where we can no more contain it, and the game is over, and the enemy starts celebrating. You can take that celebration away from them. I can assure you that if in the next 1 month we have this amount of money, we shall change. That's my promise. We shall change the equation. Now it is not balanced. It is not taking us to anywhere. I can promise you that we shall change the game and change the equation. We will accelerate. And everybody will see the distance, how far we shall be in Buea if we are not already there. You will have a chance to appreciate what happens. And if you think that I failed, I will gladly give the crown to somebody. I want to live for a purpose. I don't want to live for a name.
Enemy. We bind the ADF and we told every county will find anything ADF anywhere, eradicate them.
For people who need to hear that talk, that Chris Ano that they talk say make forces them for ground zero, go kill ADF forces them. Any place where they need. So wait will be the face of ground zero, no be infighting. Now inside attack instigated by Chris Ano, Sako, and all their combi them. Now a war crime for ask people them to go eliminate other people them because they get different ideology or different identity. Grandpa, you don't hear no? No one around here. And all people will not be this for these people that are back. No one around here will do their own ear. Make man not talk say you don't know the group where the people them belong to. People where they work eradicate people them. Now La Republic du Cameroon their agents them. So make we abandon them. I talk for all forces them, including the force them for Bali, who will then provide them weapon, bullet them for a long time. And for all other forces them across Ambazonia, we will not partner with we back up on a helebuna. All my way to fight for Ambazonia. Now time for to abandon these people them. We don't know exactly who will them be. Now people always say could fire them. They not hide behind the name of IG. For begin push una gonna go attack on our own brother them. Some fight the one and no people win them. So now time for to abandon this church rat them. Admit to the man for Nigeria where not even buy lunch for yourself. They then begin collect money for La Republic and for Ambazonia them for begin use the name for Ambazonia for begin enrich themselves. These people are good for nothing. They are criminals. They are criminals and at time for abandon them or stop for listen for them. Make them begin provoke inside fighting them for we make this war a finish for La Republic du Cameroon the favor. God bless you, Nana Capo Daniel Victor.
Hold on there. I know what you are trying to say, but it is not even correct, because if they are doing something only when something has happened. What did they do? What did Mogamo do after Guzang in 2018? What did they do after Kurugwe? What did they do? I mean, it is really painful to see what keeps on happening there from one enemy.
That's true.
So it doesn't appear to me like they are really doing what they should do. We bind the ADF and we told every county will find anything ADF anywhere, eradicate them. Because we do not want warlords in Ambazonia. Any fighting team on the ground that doesn't belong to the county, they are rooks, they are thieves, they are robbers, they are kidnappers, they are extortioners.
Brings this initiative and actually tell us that if after putting this money down, if in 12 months after that he is not able to take us to a considerable distance or exactly to Buea, we should make our judgment and give him a vote of no confidence. Mr. President, is that still the case?
That's exactly the case. And I can tell you that is exactly the case. I'm only here if I have an agenda. I am only happy to be here if that agenda is successful. And that is why I'm here. I'm asking Ambazonians, can you give me what I'm asking for so that I can do what I think we have to do to get to where now? Matter of fact, I'm happy with the response because that response gives me a mandate. Because practically speaking, if I didn't see that response, I will even consider my resignation because I don't want to sit there and feel like I can do something and I don't have the ability to do it, and tomorrow they will be asking me, what have you done? Because I know what to do. This IG knows what to do. The strategies work. They will work. But how do we get the job done? So give me the tools so that you don't blame me that what have you done when we have to contain this mess forever and to get to a point where we can no more contain it and the game is over and the enemy starts celebrating. You can take that celebration away from them. I can assure you that if in the next 1 month we have this amount of money, we shall change, that's my promise, we shall change the equation. Now it is not balanced. It is not taking us to anywhere. I can promise you that we shall change the game and change the equation. We will accelerate. And everybody will see the distance, how far we shall be in Buea if we are not already there. You will have a chance to appreciate what happens. And if you think that I failed, I will gladly give the crown to somebody. I want to live for a purpose. I don't want to live for a name.
The process is alive because La Republique has committed to be on the table. That's it. If the day La Republique will cease to commit to be on the table, there's
committed.
Well, first, let me say the last part. La République du Cameroon is not committed to the process. They are not.
Swiss ceases to be a mediator. Because a mediator is one who is bringing two willing parties together to dialogue and negotiate. If one party ceases to be willing, if one party withdraws its commitment, from that day you cease to be a mediator. So to say that Swiss mediator does not exist is nonsense. They are mediators, they are not negotiators.
I know one of the questions that is being asked out there is La Republique committed? Have they shown any sign of commitment to the Swiss mediation? What would you say to those asking this question?
Yes, they have shown a sign of commitment.
La République du Cameroon is not committed to the process. They are not.
We are still having exchanges. They are still committed to the process. But as to the timing of the negotiation of the face-to-face, or so on, that is what is being worked out. That is what we are still expecting. They are committed to the process of mediation by the Swiss. La Republique remains committed.
La République du Cameroon is not committed to the process. They are not.
Camera and tell Ambazonians, listen, ignore what you hear out there, what you read out there. The Swiss mediation process is real, and that La Republique is actually committed.
Well, first, let me say the last part. La République du Cameroon is not committed to the process. They are not. This is not what the IG spent its time yesterday doing. They spend their time not so much going out to debunk anything. They spend their entire time trying to make sure that they can guard power, that they can guard the money, that they can be totally in charge. And I will tell you in a moment, because Chris Anu is just being used as an attack dog. He was not at any of the meetings he is describing, and his details of whatever happened at this meeting, they are all lies fabricated and provided to him. I would have to accuse Dr. Sako for providing that information, given how tightly knit our meetings were and those who attended. There were no lieutenants that attended, so the information provided has been provided by Dr. Sako, and it is a shame that that is happening. Now, I need to say this because at our last meeting, which was last Thursday, and it was the first meeting ever since we met together at that moment of communion on the 19th of August outside the White House. At that first meeting last Thursday in the same venue where we held the last one, that meeting was organized as in the Hitler days, as if it was the night of long knives. The purpose of that meeting, I have to tell the people of Ambazonia, was shamefully to try and destroy the AGC and the ADF and Dr. Choayaba. It was a hangman's job. The purpose was to paint Dr. Choayaba, the AGC and the ADF as the worst thing that ever happened to this movement. As a matter of fact, our people need to know that when we rose from that meeting, Dr. Sako was saying, I would never have come to this meeting if I knew the AGC would be discussed, the ADF would be discussed, that Dr. Choayaba's name would be mentioned. And I would not come to any other meeting, any other assistant, if I know that Dr. Choayaba would be there, if his name would be mentioned, if the AGC would be mentioned. And if I came to a meeting and it was not planned that they would be mentioned and they are mentioned, I will walk out of that meeting. Now, this was the second meeting that I was holding without the conveners doing so much as to ensure that Dr. Choayaba would attend the meeting. So you convene a meeting, you want to speak about someone, you want to blackmail someone, you want to say all kinds of bad things about someone, but you don't even have the decency to tell that person to be present so that they can speak for themselves. Look, they have pretended in the audio put out by Chris Anu that they are very worried about transparency, about accountable management of the resources of the people of Ambazonia. You don't wake up one morning and you become left-handed in old age. No, you don't teach an old monkey how to climb a tree. These people have never had any level of sharing resources or sharing anything in this revolution. Prior to the IG showing up, Maurice was playing the role of umbrella, and we put our resources generously at the disposal of other groups. We provided, for instance, 5,500 to help scout.
That is no money. So you're really sitting out there believing Sako will be bought with 13 million? Chris Anu will be bought with 11 million? Do you really sit out there believing that or thinking that that is actually the case? But let me tell you, I will not, or we will not vouch. We will not vouch for anybody in that list. Listen to me very, very carefully. We will vouch for Dr. Sako. I can vouch for myself. Maybe an Elvis commenter, I can vouch for him. But listen, anybody else in that list, we will not vouch for them. Let me assure you, we know that we know. We know that we know. The people, other people in that list have taken money from La République du Cameroun. I mean everybody except the three that I am mentioning to you, ladies and gentlemen. I mean everybody. The Insox Foncha, the Yannick Sikot, and so on, all of them on that list. We move on. You don't support it. We lay down our tools. I have to be very frank, very, very frank with you. There is no other way. You have to give your money. You don't give your money, we will lay down tools, carry our hands on our head, surrender to La République du Cameroun, and that will be all. I don't have to say it the way it is. All right. This is the moment to confiscate anything and everything United Nations has on the ground in our territory. Every United Nations official or piece of equipment that is seen moving or standing anywhere in Ambazonia must be hurriedly, and I mean hurriedly, confiscated. We move on. You don't support it, we lay down our tools. I have to be very frank, very frank with you. There is no other way. You have to give your money. You don't give your money, we will lay down tools, carry our hands on our head, surrender to La République du Cameroon, and that will be all. I don't have to say it the way it is. All right.
I hold it for my conscience for tell the Ambazonian people today. Say, when I know when Secretary Chris Ano be resigned, this is the crook of the matter. When he be resigned, because of the problem with APNC, a situation happened. And if any man argue me, I go show you with proofs of videos. I mean audios. When Chris Ano resigned, I tried to find out what happened. That one passed. Suddenly, I received a call from my sister, Madame Ngwa Irene. He had Joshua Carr for line. And he tell me, say, we need to do something now because APNC go hold. Mr. Siseko, he don't talk, he want control IG, he want controlling them. We don't finish. We don't finish, we go lost power. We need to do something now. I say, so wait till we go do. Say, you need to do something. Wait, I need to bring up some story. I need to bring up some story for frame me up. I said, which kind of story? Joshua Carr was on the line. He said, we get to create them now to make the media know, say, he hold meeting from prison. And so if he hold Zoom meetings on prison and he control the people outside, La République government, they know the authorized phones or communication outside, they go send him for solitary confinement. When they send him for solitary confinement, that will be all and they go walk without any rivalry. Joshua Carr was very excited for go do that. Make he go try to argue me. Make I prove him. I don't be quiet for a long time. I tell you, say, Maggie put Chris Ano on the line. He had Chris Ano. And I advise him.
We are doing. Fighters that were arrested, are they alive or dead? The truth is that a report was issued by the county government of La République. A report was issued, and it is out there. And after looking into the whole issue, this government's spokesperson, Secretary Chris Ano, also went out and narrated gave the report to the people as it was. That was it was public knowledge. And so I don't even want to go there. Secretary Chris is here. He can just tell you again what is said. Maybe with this number of people here present, you might remember exactly that he said so, and that is exactly what it is. It has not changed. If they are alive, maybe La République knows whether they are alive or they are dead, based on the information, the findings that we did, and what happened immediately after the aftermath of their arrest. So if they are alive or they are dead, La Republic has a better answer to give to that question. Or the group you said that they represent, because if they escaped or they were arrested, they have the right to tell us if they saw them or did not see them. So they are not in our keeping. As far as the Bui restoration forces are concerned, as far as the Bui administrators are concerned, I'm sure some of them are represented here. I would like to visit that again. If Secretary Chris here can reiterate this and make it probably clearer, then that will be welcome. That is what we know as the government.
Yes, sir. We would like to hear from Secretary Chris and Secretary Dr. Tita, please. To that. Chairman of Bui, are you here? Please, can you unmute yourself?
Will be crushed. This, what happened in Bui, should send a message to the ADF and the AGOFC that this interim government will no longer sit down to negotiate with you out there.
I know when the house is small, the number, the burden is heavy on everyone. So let us go to all our village groups. Let us go into all our cultural and development groups. We have to go into all those cultural and development groups and tell them, bring us your bank accounts.
By their own brother, whom I now understand is resting in peace. We understand that when the mission commander called for arms to be laid down, a few of the ADF members laid down their arms, but their own brother ordered for fire to be opened by the ADF forces onto his own brothers, members of the Bui warriors. So a battle ensued. We understand there have been some casualties, and may their souls rest in peace.
Fellow people of the Southern Cameroon Territory, citizens of Ambazonia, this is Capo Daniel, the Deputy Defense Chief of the Ambazonian Defense Forces. Today I come before you with a heavy heart to strongly condemn the public execution of Mr. Idris Ngum and his wife, Mrs. Ngum Asena, and one other member of the Bui warriors that were executed yesterday, the 20th of March 2020, in the great state of Bui, the Savannah states. These actions were committed by elements of the Bui warrior under the leadership, orders, and influence of Samuel Ikome Sako and Chris Anu. These people who are impostors, who do not longer represent any legitimate movement of the Ambazonian War of Independence, have been given such anti-revolutionary orders to forces in Ground Zero to commit such acts of crimes against humanity. We want to condemn these actions that do not reflect the conduct and behavior of legitimate Ambazonian forces fighting for the people of Ambazonia. Ambazonia is full of citizen volunteers who seek just to serve their community and fight to liberate their people and our territory from Cameroon occupation and recolonization. We want to condemn these people for their actions that is geared towards the destruction of the prospect of our people attaining independence. These individuals are under the influence of the Cameroon Secret Service, who are doing the same thing to the Ambazonian Revolution, which Mr. Biya did to the Cameroon Opposition Party, which was multiplying opposition party to undermine legitimate opposition to the regime. They are now influencing other actors and movements to bring in impostors to misrepresent the Ambazonian people and miseducate, misdirect our people, using them against our own people, using excessive policies of lockdown aimed at punishing our own people, misdirecting our boys to kill our own people in order to turn the revolution against its aspiration for independence. We condemn these actions, and we want to call on all forces on Ground Zero who seek to serve the people to not listen to these people and to see these people for who they are. They are working for the interests of the Cameroon government. Today, I will be submitting to the leadership of the Ambazonian Defense Forces and its political wing, the Ambazonian Governing Council, suggestion to name these people for who they are, so that our people who seek to fight for their liberation will know how to align themselves and conduct themselves in ways that are consistent with the people's aspiration for independence and their tradition and their culture of respect of human rights. We have instructed forces on Ground Zero to carry out sanctions against people who are doing blacklegging. That means people who are partnering or enabling or collaborating with the occupation forces. These actions and instructions should never justify such barbaric actions that are against international norms and against international laws of war. Sanctions against our own people, our civilians, should be in line with our traditional practices and the Geneva Convention. My mommy them, my papa them. Today at the camp owner, me, the Deputy Defense Chief for the Ambazonian Defense Force, for condemn what the way it happened for inside Bui. We Bui warrior them. They don't execute two of our civilians them, Mr. Idris Ungum and a woman, Asenangum, with other one of their force where they claim say it support the ADF. This action them, no be action them for Amba. Amba no supposed to take gun, a key another Amba, in particularly civilians say because they're black leg. We be done talk for our people them. So we need for sanction people doing a black leg, where they partner with the Republic, enablers them, collaborators them with this colonial regime where they kill our people. Those actions then supposed to be an acceptable one them, for maybe arrest them, interrogate them. But this action no go ever be say me then go kill some man. Let alone carry out public execution. Do one a taboo, do one a balok, do one a curse. These people them for Bui warriors. Now the same thing will be same for someone the way they don't gather themselves for Momo and across our territory. Then be influenced by people the way they represent themselves, say they represent now movement them and organization them for the war revolution where they nobody represent them again. They be done sack these people. These people they don't be infiltrated by Cameroon, their secret service. They the one do for we, wait the way they be doing for opposition for Mr. Nijon Fundi, where they become multiply opposition party them. Me then can begin the pretense they be opposition where they actually help now for destroy opposition. Now so Mr. Pobia it is still one do with the secret service. They the one use Ambazonia them. Me then can begin talk say they be Amba. But where they no be Amba. Their work now for begin do things and way it go only make a mewa people then tired. For begin give plenty lockdown way no be necessary. For begin ask our own people then me then key our own people then way you no get no reason for behind. These people them they do work now for Cameroon government their interests. They try now for make and say we will be frustrated so they will talk say we no want this revolution, we no want freedom again if na say it go come. We call all our picking them from so. Say me no man you no ever take a gun turn them against another people. I mean avoid these people the way they come for present movement the way they no be legitimate representative. Say could be done sack the people them. And there are people where they use them, put them for before, in the name of county by county. Those people that they be influenced by Cameroon, their secret service, and for begin talk me people that they do things the way it go destroy this struggle. They ask people meet and keep people because of name of group, because of group and affiliation, not be because of self-defense. Me gonna leave these people them. Me gonna not receive the kind order for them again. I go today go to submit for my superior them for ADF and for the governing council. Suggestion. Say me then come aside can name the people them for which way them be so that our people then go understand which way it happen. And they go stop for follow the people the way na people where they can't talk, say they be people where they don't be. Make all man is stop for listen for the kind order. If you did for ground zero, you be person where you don't take gun, say one help our people. Before you use that gun, think whether way you do them, go help them or you go destroy them. We call all picking them on saw. Where they for under the boy warrior. If true you become na say one help Amber. Think about what you do them, where they use you. We don't talk me all our army them for boy. Me then go back for their calm them. Unto the people the way they don't manipulate them, then give back our property where they be seize them or gun them. And then they come talk for all man. Place where they don't keep the 23 other picking them for Ambazonia where they don't catch them. Where they be there, they come for them, can help give gun them for the worker go for the other side, them give gun and then come out go for other place, go collect gun, the war will be done by a media and use them for help we win La Republic. We are focused now for one enemy only now for La Republic, not be for Amber. Me all man when na Amber. Me make sure say anything where you do nothing where you go help Amber. Not be for kill your own brother, kill your own sister for nothing, for no reason. This one it must stop. The people them they need to work now for we. Their action them it shows that they need to work now for we. It work now for La Republic. It work now for La Republic. We condemn this action them with the strongest possible term. May God bless you now. May we focus for La Republic. Man way in order for your group. Leave it alone for his side. So long as he fight in La Republic, make it begin fight the go. You fight the go. Any win for one man, na win for all we. One for all for one. God bless you na. Na Capo Daniel in the talk.
Today, I don't think there will never exist any other separate group from Momo. I'm going to work with Wuna, and then we will football, or mention them with the native people there.
Many things to a halt. See what happened. Without the Tigers, the ATF, the Sukadev and other self-defense group from different villages on the ground, the momentum of the struggle could have gone very, very low. But thank God for these self-defense forces. And now, this situation has been escalated to this level now that we know that our
Menemo. Bamata. Te kerasine na orangu. Te ba kerasine ta wangu. Bagar wumna matuzi burka werin banyat. Bagar chuba mina barabat. Menemo, sasana manyu matana ngubra tongo. Aya wuzene ngweneze bajenga bongo. Abinga gume chenka ba nya enjo. Ka enje maye kumami wa tongo. Azwa kung aya soze wa cho. Ngweneze aragu atamba brangra ze funga tuwa mandega wa cho. Fako, yezangene jiga gawa. Oh, wamata. Ninga gazo che tu umenyevre nyere. Zwetiyen chenono choso kwavu komkener sakor mambia makaze matem ner roba wado tieze afagara gwe kumbanga trosa chita ba wu makakomba ba wu ba mugwe nanjirambeng ba yenda ne sote tuza wanga bana bea omba mami baba bure ba mabena ni febe ok mar nang forme kasarami ku ko ban febe Agunda sine burfu kerabo manyebre gwa fo nang chwena jimne ay chichi awafa aduma jeju zabazu izu ubana tongne azizi gunde burfu kuyato chichi ni yen bamazu gwa tumbe bo forugumbe ara nyombanga tuaza to girite genga wayende kona basa pena bazima nesifa fini agana sira che winne ngwan fa bazui
Gwega mochewit, agana sira chupzo ba chichi banzi. Wang ni ye jang ye wuzu mbrisi. Azera mambu una manaza basa chinge. Mbankono ni kana fima za bachea. Tuwana baza chwa. Manipsa suisu ngana wajirita kwa. Ngwen fa be ewa wasabara njinige. Ayawa wenoka kaba siga wanjirige. Tuwaza panda akaye kombambeng. Amano awazurungare banbeng. Tu manchiga awa karangom kabani ingom nitinga uniform chipiko. Chia tu droj akaba sap song tanu asoba. I'm a sobo, so fit, Jimmy Benjim, Nengan Jacka, Achiraza King, I'm a son, you're a magna, Mama Nang Ma Achu, Sayan the copper, a summer sun with 2 minutes of Tinanga. I find a ambot, quite a bat, I find a finger board corner. And need even a 10 franc nas when I chalk. Can a woman I would have been the Tumba Changut? Manamo! Margaret Chubamina Borabot.
Ambazonia Defense Forces, the vanguards of the Ambazonia War of Independence. Welcome to ACN, the Liberation TV of Ambazonia. At ACN TV, your lies will be crushed, your narrative will be buried, and your revised and distorted history will be exposed.